Okay, so I am sure by now you've seen Megan's little Instagram video, but let's watch it together and then we'll chat, okay? Let's watch it.
I was told that something arrived that I have been waiting for. Oh my god. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, when my husband and I were in Altadena, we went to a community where all the homes were left in ashes. This mom had found a couple things, and as I was talking to her, I turned and looked and I saw this young woman, and I said, "Oh my gosh, how old are you?" She's 15. She lives there. And her mom shared something with me and said that when they came back to see their house for the first time, which was as we were meeting them, that all that she'd been looking for in her home was the t-shirt from the Billie Eilish concert that she had just gone to, that she left in the washing machine or the dryer. And of course, they now see their home and the washing machine and the dryer are ash. They're not there anymore. And so I said, well, I don't know Billie Eilish, but I'm going to figure out how to get you this shirt. So I thought of everybody that I knew, and I made a voice note, and I was like, please, can someone get this voice note to Billie Eilish? Here's what I'm asking. You guys, I don't even know what all of this stuff means, but it's signed for her. Is that a thing? The lunchbox thing? I don't know. This is when I feel really old. Huge thank you, Billie Eilish. This is going to mean so much to her. And honestly, to Adam Levine and Bahati, you guys helped get this over the line. To everyone who's showing up for people in big and small ways to get through what's happened in California, just thank you so much. I'm going to go and email her mom now. Just wanted to share that with you guys.
Okay, so just in watching that clip, which was a little over a minute and 30 seconds, I think I counted 13 jump cuts in a video that's under 2 minutes. So this was undoubtedly rehearsed because there's no other explanation for having that many jump cuts in a 2 minute clip. And I make jump cuts in my edits for my channel, but I'm usually sitting there talking for over a half an hour, sometimes up to an hour. So there's going to be cuts because sometimes you just ramble like a crazy person. And then in the editing, you're looking at it going, okay, I need to cut some of this. But okay, so that's the first thing. That's the first thing I noticed. And a lot of these news outlets are talking about how she was fresh faced, not wearing any makeup. She's wearing makeup, you guys. She's wearing makeup. I'm a makeup artist and an esthetician, have been for over 20 years, and I'm telling you, she's wearing makeup. She's wearing no makeup, but she's wearing makeup. She's at the bare minimum wearing foundation, very light application of foundation. She has eyebrows on. She does have some type of like balmy type of natural lip product going on. Maybe even a little bit of like a blusher, but she is definitely wearing makeup. So let's just
I was just
watch
told that
this.
something arrived that I have been waiting for.
Okay, that was the first thing that I was thinking that was kind of funny when I was watching this for the first time when she says, I was just told that something arrived that I had been waiting for. So I guess Megan's servants went ahead and took everything out of the box and laid it all out for her to see, because this video is supposed to be spontaneous and it's supposed to be her exuberance over finding these items that she had been waiting for and she was just told. So meaning her people, her servants, whoever they are, because she's a duchess, okay, people, they laid it all out for her and it's all waiting for her. So she's running, squealing. Maybe that's why she's out of breath. I don't know, but she's very, very excited in this clip, you guys.
Oh my god. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, when my husband and I were
Okay, so before we do that part, I'm going to say this. So her excitement and just exuberance that she's trying really, really hard to display for everybody. You know what this reminds me of? About 5, 6 years ago now, I joined Saint Beauty when it was still an MLM and when it was called Mascara. Okay. I had never joined an MLM in my life, always made fun of them. But then when I found this makeup, I really loved it and I wanted to join to get the discount. So, long story short, This video here reminds me of like when these MLM moms are super excited because they're trying to generate hype around the latest drop from their MLM, the latest product. So they make a video that is the unboxing of the product, or they're so happy to show it to you. That's exactly what I thought of when I was watching this. She looks and sounds like the joy of an MLM mom who's trying to create hype for her followers so that they'll want to buy the latest product. That's what I thought.
About 2 or 3 weeks ago, when my husband and I were in Altadena, we went to.
So you notice what she's doing right here. She's owning it. She's owning it. She knows what everyone said about them being disaster tourists, her and Harry. She's owning it. She is almost shoving it back in your face, doubling down on it as if to say, we were there. Yes, we were there. We know we got flack over it, but I'm just still going to tell this story because I'm here to do good. So we were there and we went to a community where everything was in ashes. Okay. So here we go.
Went to a community where all the homes were left in ashes. This mom had found a couple.
Why the jump cut there? What community? Give us a little bit of backstory because she's under such a microscope because of what she did 2-3 weeks ago now. When was it? Early January, when she went to Pasadena, met with the mayor, did all that, got all that backlash. And then now she's talking about a mom. Where were you specifically? Why don't you give us some specifics? Everything is so vague with this woman.
Left in ashes. This mom had found a couple things. And as I was talking to her, I turned and looked and I saw this.
Now she's there talking with a mom, okay? A mom who had found a couple things. So she just got finished telling us that the community is in complete and total ashes. So what is the mom finding? And then if you read and if you watch other reports and things, people are saying that not only were the homeowners, not only did they have to flee when they left, when the fires were raging, but they haven't been allowed back. And that's why her and Harry got so much flack when they went to visit those areas, because the people that lived in those areas were very angry, saying, we can't even get in there. So why are those two foos going in with the mayor touring our properties, possibly walking on, keepsakes or heck, even bodies? No one knew. I don't even think people still know. So what is she talking about? See what I mean? It's all very, very vague. And if you'll notice, she is very vague on things that you would want to know, but she over expands on details where you don't really care. And that is the trademark. That's what a lot of narcissistic liars do. They give way too much information, detailed information on things that are actually not that important. I'm sorry, I'm just riled up. They give a lot of info for things that they don't have to. But when you want them to be specific, they cannot be specific.
A community where all the homes were left in ashes. This mom had found a couple things. And as I was talking to her, I turned and looked and I saw this young woman and I said, oh my gosh, how old are you? She's 15. She lives there. And her mom shared.
Why is she clapping her hands? Why is she so excited? I mean, she's actually talking about a mom and supposedly the mom's teenage daughter going through the rubble that was their life. And if you'll watch her face when she talks about, I met this mom and we were talking and then I saw this girl and I asked the girl how old she was. It's almost like she's like pleading you to be like, right? You get what I'm saying. You agree with me, right? Like, you get I'm telling the truth. It's just, it's so contrived.
Talking to her, I turned and looked and I saw this young woman and I said, oh my gosh, how old are you? She's 15. She lives there. And her mom shared something with me and said that when they came back to see their house for the first time, which was as we were meeting them, that all that she'd been looking for in her home was the t-shirt from the Billie Eilish concert that she had just gone to.
Can we just talk about this whole t-shirt thing? I mean, I know that that's the basis of this video and that's why she's filming this video and showing it to us, but does anybody with two brain cells to rub together that has a high school education or even a junior high school education at this point. I mean, let's call it what it is. Does anybody actually think that when the family was there in the rubble of their home, that that's what the mom was really talking about? I think what it was is the mom, if this did happen, mind you, because I have my doubts, but let's just say I'm not buying her version of it because she's embellishing it if it did indeed happen. What I think happened was if she did indeed meet this mother and this daughter going through the rubble of their home as they were talking, the mom probably mentioned in passing about this shirt. But see, the way that Meghan is trying to make it seem, she's trying to make it seem as if that was the entire focus. That was why the mom and the daughter were there, just like on a mission for this shirt. And it's just so contrived. And it just, I'm sorry if I seem angry, you guys, but it's really, really upsetting a lot of people because she did not learn one thing from the backlash that she received a couple of weeks ago in Pasadena, showing up. She's learned absolutely nothing. She's doubling down and she is trying to plead with you. She's literally trying to grab us by the collar and plead with us, like stare us down and be like, you have to believe me. I'm here to do good. I'm here to do good. Love me. I mean, she reminds me of Meredith Grey in the first season of Grey's Anatomy when she's going to Dr. McDreamy and saying, pick me, choose me, love me. I mean, does anyone else think that? I mean, come on. All right, here we go. Sorry, you guys. I'm
That
gonna
all
I'm
that
gonna try
she'd
to
been
chill
looking
out.
for in her home was the t-shirt from the Billie Eilish concert that she had just gone to that she left in the washing machine or the dryer. And of course, they now see their
I'm
home and
sure
the
that's
washing machine and the
exactly the
dryer
only
are
thing they
ash. They're
cared
not
about.
there
Not
anymore.
family
And
photos,
so I said,
not
well, I don't know,
yeah.
Billie Eilish, but I'm going to figure out how to get you this shirt. So I thought of everybody that I knew.
Okay, that's another thing. Billie Eilish is a ginormous singer and she's got a website where she sells all of her merchandise. What would have stopped Mrs. Duchess of Sussex here from going on Billie's website and just buying out the website, buying everything Billie had for this daughter and just quietly sending it off to the mom to give to the daughter? She's acting like that, like these t-shirts are only sold at the concert and that's the only place that you can get them, and if you were at the concert and you didn't get a t-shirt, too bad, so sad, you're Dunsky. It's like, come on. Come on. I mean, what would an Italian gangsta from, one of the Scorsese movies say? Get that out of here. That's exactly what they would say to her. So, okay, so keep
Their
going.
home and the washing machine and the dryer are ash. They're not there anymore. And so I said, well, I don't know, Billie Eilish, but I'm going to figure out how to get you this shirt. So I thought of everybody that I knew and I made a voice note and I was like, please, can someone get this voice note to Billie Eilish? Here's what I'm asking.
See, this is Meghan's plea. This is Meghan's plea. She is the only person in the world that is going to do anything for this family. And she's going to do it in the form of a Billie Eilish t-shirt. And one of the most funny comments I read over the last couple days, I forgot what video it was. Someone wrote, yeah, so she's going to get this t-shirt in the end and it's going to say, my house burned down and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. I mean, really? Really?
Guys, I don't even know what all of this stuff means, but it's signed for.
I'll tell you what it means. That looks like some t-shirts there, Meghan. These are t-shirts that people wear, and I think they're from Billie Eilish, and people wear them, and they're fun. A lot of bright, cool colors there. Just in case you didn't know what they are, they're called clothes, t-shirts, to be specific, Meghan.
It's signed for her. Is that a thing? The lunchbox thing? I don't know. This is when I feel really old.
You feel old. Okay, I'm 7 years older than you. I'm not old. I feel really good. I mean, that is a lunchbox. I don't know if you've seen one. This is a container that children put lunch in when they go to school. And yes, that is a thing. So, okay, so let's go back a little bit and watch her just lose her you know what, over a pile of t-shirts and a lunchbox and act like she's so relatable and just so giddy and happy that she doesn't know what they are. She doesn't know what they are, but she's really, really happy that they just showed up because her servants laid them out for her on a table so she could film this rehearsed Instagram video so she could show what a saint she is by, okay, I'm sorry.
Note, and I was like, please can someone get this voice note to Billie Eilish? Here's what I'm asking. You guys, I don't even know what all of this stuff means, but it's signed for her. Is that a thing? A lunchbox thing? I don't know. This is when I feel really old. Huge thank you, Billie Eilish. This is going to mean so much to her. And
what I want to know, I've read different things online. I've read conflicting things. Some of the stuff I've read has said to the effect that Billie Eilish's agency, WME, asked her to donate some stuff, and then maybe this one got her hands on it, and then I don't know. I guess what I'm getting at, point being, I can't imagine that Billie Eilish would want her name connected with Meghan Markle right now, especially considering what's going on with the devastation of the fires, how pissed off her and Prince Harold made everybody. And I mean, Billie just the other day was participating in a huge concert that raised millions for the victims of the fire. So Billie herself is very, very active in this. She's not, squealing on Instagram, making videos. She's just going out there and she's like, yeah, cool, I'm going to do a concert. And that's why this feels so contrived, you guys. And then notice here, someone pointed this out on one of the videos I was watching, one of our YouTubers that talk about Meghan a lot. They said that this said Archie, and I guess that says Lilibet on it. So she's talking about shirts, t-shirts, and they were like, yeah, that's probably going to be merch too. And I was like, yeah, of course. So she's wearing a shirt, talking about shirts. It's all related. It's all related.
Huge thank you, Billie Eilish. This is going to mean so much to her. And honestly, to Adam Levine and Bahati, you guys helped get this over the line. To everyone who's showing up for people in big and...
So she has to bring up also somebody else. She has to name drop somebody else, and she's name dropping Adam Levine and his wife. I don't even know how to pronounce her name, so I'm not even going to try, but she has to bring them up and everyone who's showing up for people in big and small ways. So in a way, I think she's kind of apologizing for herself in a way by saying, I know this isn't a big way, but it's a small way. Like, I'm still out here doing small things.
Ways to get through what's happened in California. Just thank you so much. I'm going to go and email her mom now. Just wanted to share that with you guys.
Okay, you're going to email the mom. So you are making a video for your supposed 1.6 real fans that you don't pay for on Instagram. And you're going to tell all of them first before you tell the mom and the daughter who this is what the story is about. The mom and the daughter, not this raving lunatic. So another thing I wanted to point out is, why couldn't she have bought the family a washer and a dryer? That would have been a cool move. And then what if you bought everything on Billie's website and put it in the dryer and then give it to the family, wrapped in a bow, and then the family opens the dryer and then all the Billie Eilish merch is there. Something cool like that, something creative like that, or just quietly do all of this behind the scenes without having to tell anybody, or just donate some money to the family. What is with all of this, you guys? What is with all of this posturing, all of this having to be on camera, having to get notoriety? And she looks manic. She looks wild-eyed. She looks manic. She looks out of breath. I don't know who she has advising her. I don't know if she has anybody left at this point, but she does not seem all there. She seems very, very out of it. She looks like she needs rest. And you know what? It was really funny because I was talking to my mom and I was saying, after the whole disaster tourist thing, we hadn't heard anything from her for at least a good 2 weeks. And I remember saying to my mom, this is weird because something's either going to come out very, very soon Or maybe this is really, really her getting it and just stepping back and taking that time that she needs to take. If you guys have seen any of my other Harry and Meghan videos, you know my stance on them. You know I pray for these fools because they need prayer, because their priorities are so warped. They are just in the danger zone, going down the most destructive path you can think of, chasing fame, notoriety, money, everything at the cost of their reputations. It's such a disgusting scenario what's going on. And I said to my mom, maybe she's actually gotten the hint and she's going to attend to her marriage, her supposed children, just back out of the public eye, give us all a chance to just breathe and just get a palate cleanse from her. But no, it's like she could not be in front of a camera. And what's weird is this is not on brand for her. Even when she was with the TIG, this is not on brand for her, because I'll tell you why. Everything is scripted, whether it's an interview, whether it's appearance, whether it's her website, whatever she is doing, Netflix, whatever, her podcast, everything is scripted. Everything is carefully calculated. So when this woman resorts to this type of stuff, you know that she's doing it even despite her own better judgment. I think she's compelled. She feels compelled to do it because she hasn't been getting any attention for 2 weeks. And if you'll notice, if you're a royal watcher like I am, Catherine has been getting a ton of attention, very, very positive, wonderful attention, because not only is the beautiful Princess of Wales cancer free now, but she is taking on even more charity. Sorry, I can't think of the word. She has been made the royal patron of the Royal Marsden Hospital, where she received chemotherapy. She's been visiting children in hospices. She, I believe, went to the National Gallery of Art in London yesterday or the day before. She's getting very positive press. And this one cannot stand that. She cannot have anybody stealing the limelight from her. And I just found these jump cuts to be just very, very manic. Something is wrong. Something is very, very wrong here, you guys. But I would not be surprised if there's more to come. We still have the Invictus Games coming up this February. And if she was smart, she would hang back, stay away, and let her husband handle it on his own. He is a lot more relaxed and warm and seems to have a better time when he's on his own without her. But she will not let that happen. Even though she has absolutely nothing to do with the Invictus Games, she was not there at its inception. She's going to show up and probably wear $500,000 worth of clothes like she has in years past, try to make it all about her. I don't know, you guys. But what do you think? Leave your comments down below for me. I said this in my last video. I didn't even expect to hop on today, but I saw this yesterday and I just got so upset all over again, thinking about everybody in California devastated. And here she goes again, trying to make comment on the backs of people's devastation and their lives just being completely turned upside down by tragedy. And she's got to make a video about it, you guys, and she's got to show us how she's involved. And please love her, don't hate her, look how much she's doing. It's just, I'm sorry. So let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll talk to you very soon. Yeah, that's all I got for you. Thanks, guys.